Have you guys seen the music video from The Motherload by Mastodon? Yeah, we have other reviews and stuff to talk about, but if you just answered yes to that question, chances are you know why we're here. Well, there's that, and there's that whole title thing at the top of the video that's kind of announcing it to the world. We need to talk about the controversy. The controversy! What the fuck controversy? What controversy? Well, there actually is controversy, supposedly. There are some people that think that this music video, this Mastodon music video for the Motherload is very sexist. It's demeaning to women. It's terrible. This is a video that depicts, at one point in time, a ton of twerking women that are just going to town. So much ass, cheeks everywhere. And this is demeaning. This is sexist. This is unbelievable. So says Dom Lawson of The Guardian. I was appalled. It was crazy. Now, before we get into my thoughts, something I gotta say. The whole Miley Cyrus thing, whatever. We talked about that. I really don't see that to be that big of a controversy. The whole thing at the VMAs last year. Yeah, she's a role model for so many young... Shut the fuck up, she's also in her 20s. Nicki Minaj Anaconda didn't really spark controversy. It was one that more sparked, you gotta fucking see this. It's got memes, it's got everything like that. Mastodon does this, and yes, it's a quiet controversy, but it's also really, really fucking funny. It's incredible. It's a great music video. It's a great song. It's just something that's leaving a lot of people perplexed, and then you get some idiot that's on his high horse that thinks that this is awful, and, of course, has to make a stink about it. The band, I think, they're disappointed, but at the same time, I think they're just in the background doing like a Jim Brewer laugh to it, you know. But whenever you think about the video, I mean, I guess there could be something wrong with it. Maybe there wasn't enough ass. Well, okay, there was a lot of ass. There was more ass in there than a bukkake video that involves 37 Germans, 15 Asians, 5 Americans, and one lonely girl in the middle preparing to wear white for the remainder of her life, regardless of her ethnicity. There was enough twerking in here to make Miley Cyrus feel like she needed to take lessons, that she was completely and totally incapable of doing such a thing. And if one Nicki Minaj was enough, multiples have got to be better, correct? Isn't that kind of how the laws work? If one is good, more is better? That's what many people would say, but other people say that it's sexist and that it's demeaning because it's just regressing society backwards and blah, blah, blah. Listen. Here's my honest-to-God thoughts about those thoughts. Those moronic thoughts that really have to come out. And I'm not just pointing this directly at the Motherload by Mastodon, which, by the way, whenever you consider this music video, it makes fucking sense. It's called the Motherload. It's called the Motherload. The irony is suspiciously entertaining. But anyhow, at any time that a musician, a Miley Cyrus, a Nicki Minaj, a Taylor Swift, whoever it may be, a Mastodon, decides to make a music video or make a scene, make a fool of themselves, or, you know, just do something that society likes to construe as a little bit this or that, it gets taken out of proportion. In this case, once again, it's the whole ass-shaking phenomenon of twerking. Whoever decided to call it twerking is a moron. Just like Pharrell is a moron for saying bae whenever that's actually a Danish word for poop. So all you happy couples out there that are calling your boyfriend or girlfriend bae, you're actually calling them poop. You're calling them shit. Hey, shit, I'm having a nice, lovely night with shit. Some of you, that might be true, but for others, might be a nice little reality check for you. But this does not stop individuals. This does not stop some of the same people who are actually being outraged about these things from getting onto Facebook, from getting onto YouTube, from getting onto Twitter or Tumblr or or whatever that little Vine thingy is, and doing it themselves. These are the same people, some of them, that are making outrageous comments about why something is wrong, or why something is right, why something should be allowed, or why something shouldn't be allowed, why it's terrible. Why is this something that should be reserved for one group? It's all about separation as opposed to inclusion. These are individuals that will complain whenever somebody famous, somebody with influence, somebody who has the ability to potentially affect the youth, which is such a freaking common and easy door to hide behind, and an easy rock of judgment to throw at somebody to attempt to stone them. But then they turn around, and the minute that they get a couple drinks in them, or the minute that they, just decide they want to get crazy, decide to do it, and they do it because this is how stupid it looks, or I can do it much better than Miley could, or anything like that. In reality, all that you're doing is the same thing that they did. The thing that you chastised, the thing that you threw those stones of judgment at these individuals to attempt to stone them. And it's really not cute. It's really not funny. In fact, you just made yourself look retarded. Miley Cyrus deciding to twerk up against Robin Thicke. Whatever. Robin Thicke's not exactly doing well right now. He needed to enjoy himself while he was still relevant. Lady Gaga being ridiculous with all of her crazy gadgets and stuff. She just came back with an album, cheek to cheek with Tony Bennett. Completely nailed it. Was a little crazy at times. Maybe oversang a bit. Tried to really show off, but she nailed it. I have to give her credit. And even though I criticize and critique a lot of different individuals for how they dress, what they do, and, a lot of that's done with a lot of satire in mind. This is a video right here that has a lot of satire in mind. This is a video that just turned kind of everything upside down that you would expect from Mastodon. Even in interviews with their lead singer, he said, we're usually a very serious band. We're a serious band with serious lyrics about very serious topics. And we're a serious metal band. And that alone really tells me he's not being all of that serious, because it's just hilarious. And here they have a dance video. They have a video that has this huge dance number in here that involves all these twerking girls with their asses shaking and stuff like that. Something that you just would not expect whatsoever, unless it was like, Guar or Rob Zombie or someone else that has kind of a bit of a chauvinistic reputation, so to speak, in the minds of the idiots out there. And then that's actually kind of another thing. I mean, Rob Zombie has videos that have, dancing half-naked women, and motherfuckers go nuts for that shit. There's no complaints. There's no, oh my gosh, they're zombie dead girls, but they're naked, almost. And I'm not saying make that a controversy, because you shouldn't. This is an art form. This is fun. This is something that helps reflect the video and kind of gives it a neat little story. This is something that really creates and inspires people to either parody or satire it. It's something that's part of our American culture. And the Motherload is just another video that is similar to that has an interesting and creative concept. It has a great song behind it, and it's just really, really fun. It's out of the ordinary for a band such as Mastodon, who, for other songs called upon 125 clowns and just was completely weird and fucked. So this is completely weird and fucked as well, but it's also a weird and fucked fun dance party. Hee. And I have no problem with it. But I feel like I need to react to the fact that these idiots have a problem with it. Mainly because we are doing so much to attempt to label things as demeaning and label things as one thing or the other. Whenever we're in a moment of our life, whenever we are in a year in our country where we should be aiming to try to unify a little bit more. Because this is a country that's falling apart because of all the separation. And everybody does have the right to free speech, to their opinion. Everybody has the right to feel a certain way about a certain thing. But it's becoming a land of a lot of extremism. That's a dangerous road to walk, especially whenever you're being extremist about a piece of art. Whenever you're being extremist about a music video. Whenever you're being extremist towards something that really in a couple of months will largely be forgotten about in the culture. You're actually drawing more attention to it, which will actually extend its stay as a hot button topic on the social tongue. And that's just not exactly helping your cause. A lot of you look like bona fide morons. This jackass from The Guardian, I read his article and immediately wanted to do two things. I wanted to walk into his office and I wanted to laugh in his face. After I finished laughing in his face, he would no doubt get huffy and puffy with me, in which I would say, dude, you're a fucking moron, flip him off, punch him in the face, kick him in the dick, and then hopefully whistle in 7, girls to twerk over his lifeless, knocked out, unconscious body. Just for fun. Record it, throw it online, no doubt get sued, end up in jail, and then fucking get, punched out by my roommate, cellmate, whatever, and then there'll be 7 dudes that'll twerk over my unconscious body with dicks dangling. And maybe I would have deserved that, but, dude, wow. Check out this video. Watch it again if you've already watched it. Give this as much support as you can. Because this video is really cool. I definitely dig it. I enjoy it. And really just watch it again for all those people out there that just want to try to tell you what something is. Whenever you should be the one to judge for yourself. Or you should be the one to decide, I don't want to judge. I just want to watch this because this is art. This is fun. This is a band that I really like. This is a concept that's really just kind of different and out there. It makes me chuckle. It makes me laugh. It makes me feel. It makes me human. That's all there is to it.